I've heard some reports that people are charging incredible sums of money to get people out of the country because of the difficulty finding transportation. There were reports that people were paying upwards of 10,000 American dollars just to get transport out of the country. Have you heard anything about this? And
Yeah.
I imagine there are people who are very desperate to get aboard your buses.
Yeah. So we this is the same in Afghanistan also. There were organizations that were charging, $100,000 a seat in the first week of September to get out of Afghanistan. And you would say, well, I have a family. It's my, me, I got a mommy, a daddy, and four, and three kids. Well, that sounds like $500,000. And you would say, I don't have $500,000. And the quote unquote rescue organization would say, sounds like you have a problem. Next. So with Dynamo, nobody pays. What's interesting about Dynamo, we are all volunteers. So if you don't, this is actually a good point to make, right? A good segue. We are a donor-funded organization with no endowment or, Amazon hasn't sponsored us or something like that. We don't have that. So we are a donor-sponsored organization and we're all volunteers. Yeah. I am not paid. I don't draw a salary. I get paid the same if I rescue one person or 100 people, zero. So we don't believe, this is about helping people, not about making business. So we've never charged anyone for a seat on an airplane. We've rescued hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people by land and air out of Afghanistan. It seems like inhumane to charge money. You know what I mean? Right. If you have those kinds of resources, by all means. I don't judge. If you're a wealthy guy or you have a wealthy family, and someone charges you that money and you can afford to pay it to get you to safety, and that's okay for you, God bless you. That's an open seat for someone who doesn't have it. Right. So I don't judge the other groups that do that, and I don't judge the people that pay that. For us, I can't even. We don't have the bandwidth to even manage that. If we wanted to send us a credit card or something, I don't even know. We're drowning in the paperwork now. I can't even imagine having to do receipts and stuff. That'd be insane. That's
what about families? We've seen some videos of fathers saying goodbye to their families. I imagine as you've gone through this process, there have been some stories that have really touched you while you've been there. What are you encountering?
I mean, again, drawing a parallel to the Afghanistan scenario, these last 6 months that I've been doing this, this is new to me. We founded Project Dynamo in my living room in August 15th or something. Mm-hmm. So we're a new organization, which is awesome because we're like a startup. That's just, I'm very proud of how many things we've done, Yeah. But the last 6 months, I've had the most painful conversations of my entire life. I've had fathers cry to me. I've had mothers cry to me. I've had children beg me. And sometimes you got to say no. And sometimes you have to say, it's not up to me. I don't get to issue visas. I'm not the government. So if you don't have a passport and you don't have a visa, there's not much I can do to fix that problem other than tell you to go to the embassy. And in this case, the embassy's closed, just like Afghanistan. Yeah. So, you need a visa to come to America. Well, how do I get a visa? I don't know. And then they say, well, I don't want to leave my wife behind. And I say, I understand. I get it. But there's not a whole lot that I can do to fix it, which is very, 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 very painful. I've been offered all kinds of things. I've had men and women and mothers and fathers and children beg me to, it's gut wrenching. It really is. We've had 6 months of it. And I will tell you that the Ukraine problem set is going to make Afghanistan look like a joke. That's my prediction. That's what I think. I think number one, we haven't seen anything yet from Vladimir Putin. I think he's just getting warmed up, number one. Number two, the Red Army is not exactly known for its sensitivity and hospitality of people that it conquers. It's really not, right? Everyone thinks that the Germans invented concentration camps. That's a matter of historical falsehood. That's not true. The Russians are a brutal army. They are. And the volume, the sheer size and volume of the problem set pales Afghanistan to a very, very, very large scale. It's the second largest country in Europe.